Introduction. A new opportunity on the horizon. In the ever-evolving landscape of the NFC South, the Carolina Panthers have made a significant move by releasing Jadeveon Clowney, the former first overall draft pick. This decision sends ripples through the league, especially for Falcons fans who are always on the lookout for potential game changers. The moment a pass rusher hits the open market, it's like a bat signal illuminating the sky, beckoning Atlanta to consider the possibilities. The local connection. A homecoming for Clowney? Clowney's release opens the door for intriguing discussions about his future. With roots in South Carolina, the prospect of him joining the Falcons is tantalizing. Imagine the allure of staying close to home, avoiding the long flights to the West Coast or Northeast. At this stage in his career, Clowney may prefer the comfort of the Southeast, making Atlanta an appealing option. A roller coaster career. Clowney's recent performance. However, it's essential to assess Clowney's recent performance. His career has been a roller coaster ride. 9 sacks with the Browns in 2021, a disappointing 2 sacks the following year, and a resurgence with 9.5 sacks in 2023 before a regression to 5.5 sacks with the Panthers last season. This inconsistency raises questions about his current capabilities and what he can bring to the Falcons. Versatility, a valuable asset for Atlanta. What makes Clowney particularly intriguing is his versatility. He's not just a one-trick pony, he's played as an outside linebacker in a 3-4 defense and as a defensive end in a 4-3 scheme. This adaptability could be a game-changer for the Falcons, allowing them to plug gaps and fill roles as needed. Coaches often covet veterans who can seamlessly transition between positions, and Clowney fits that bill perfectly. A different role. Supporting the team's success. While it may be unrealistic to expect Clowney to return to his sack-producing glory days, his value could lie in a different role. Instead of relying on him to rack up 9 to 10 sacks, envision him as a catalyst for others. Clowney could provide essential run-stopping support on first and second downs, helping to create challenging third-down situations for opposing offenses. The need for improvement. Atlanta's struggling pass rush. Let's not sugarcoat it. The Falcons' pass rush has been abysmal. Ranking 31st in sacks last season, it's a miracle they managed to generate any pressure at all, with a pressure rate of just 20%, placing them 25th in the league. Clowney's presence could help turn the tide, making life easier for his teammates and revitalizing a struggling unit. Conclusion. A potential game changer for Atlanta. As the Falcons weigh their options, the prospect of signing Jadeveon Clowney is worth serious consideration. While he may not be the dominant pass rusher he once was, his experience, versatility, and ability to support the team in critical situations could make him a valuable asset. In a league where every edge counts, Clowney could be the piece that helps the Falcons rise from the ashes of a lackluster pass rush. The question remains, will Atlanta seize this opportunity? Introduction. The value of early downs. When it comes to Jadeveon Clowney, my enthusiasm primarily stems from his exceptional run-stopping ability. Throughout his career, Clowney has consistently proven to be an above-average run defender, a trait that sets him apart from many pass rushers who often prioritize quarterback sacks over all else. While some players may take plays off during run situations to conserve energy for their next sack opportunity, Clowney has always been a stout presence against the run. The third down dilemma. A deeper look. Last season, the Falcons' third down defense ranked a dismal 31st in the league. The root of this problem? A lack of effectiveness on first and second downs. Many fans and analysts focus heavily on the importance of winning on third down, but the key to that success lies in making those early downs as challenging as possible for the opponent. Imagine this. If you can limit the offense's gains on first and second down, you force them into tougher third down situations. Instead of facing a manageable 3rd and 4 or 5, you push them to 3rd and 8 or even 3rd and 10. This shift can dramatically increase the defense's chances of getting off the field. The impact of yardage, a game changer. Even a slight difference of 2 to 3 yards can significantly affect conversion rates. Moving from 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 7 can drop the success rate by as much as 10 percentage points. By bolstering the run defense on early downs, Clowney can help create those critical 3rd and long situations. When the offense is forced into a 3rd and long, it allows the pass rushers to unleash their full potential. They can pin their ears back, knowing the offense is likely to throw the ball. In contrast, when facing a 3rd and 5, the offense has the luxury of options, making it much harder for the defense to predict their next move. Clowney's role, the ultimate assist man. So what does this mean for Clowney's role with the Falcons? While he may not be the team's primary pass rusher, he can serve as the ultimate assist man in the pass rush department. By excelling in run defense on early downs, Clowney can set up his teammates like James Pierce, Leonard Floyd, and Jalen Walker for more sack opportunities. Picture this. With Clowney on the field, the offense struggles to run the ball effectively on 1st and 10. As a result, they find themselves in a 3rd and 8 situation where the pass rushers can thrive. Clowney's presence could be the catalyst that transforms the Falcons' defense from a struggling unit into a formidable force. Conclusion: a strategic move for Atlanta. In summary, signing Jadeveon Clowney isn't just about adding another name to the roster, it's about strategically enhancing the Falcons' defense. His ability to stop the run on early downs can create a ripple effect, leading to more favorable 3rd down situations and ultimately more success for the entire defense. Clowney may not be the star pass rusher he once was, but he could be the key to unlocking the potential of Atlanta's defensive line. As we look ahead, the question remains, will the Falcons recognize the value of Clowney's unique skill set and make the move that could change the trajectory of their season? Introduction: a potential curse? If you're a Falcons fan, brace yourself. There's a troubling trend that might just echo the infamous curses of sports history, like the Bambino curse or the Chicago Cubs' Billy the Goat curse. The signs are there, and they're not pretty. But before we dive into that, let's take a moment to reflect on something that could make your season a little brighter. A quick note: fueling your season with Factor. Imagine this: nutritious, delicious meals that are ready in just 2 minutes. That's what Factor offers. Gourmet meals that fit your lifestyle, allowing you to spend less time in the kitchen and more time enjoying life. With 45 weekly menu options, you can choose meals that align with your health goals, whether you're looking for calorie-smart options or protein-packed dishes. I personally love their salmon. It's a fantastic way to eat healthier and shed a few pounds. If you're interested, check out factormeals.com/Falcons and use code FalconsChat50 for 50% off your first box, plus free shipping. Now, back to the Falcons. The Julio Jones dilemma, a distasteful trend. So why do I feel like the Falcons might be cursed? The rookie numbers have been released and Jalen Walker is donning the number 11, Julio Jones' old number. This gives me a sinking feeling that the so-called Julio Jones number curse is about to rear its ugly head. Now I know it might seem premature to jump to conclusions, but hear me out. Since Julio's departure, the Falcons have not exactly treated him with the respect he deserves. They've handed out his jersey number not once, not twice, but 3 times, for a player who is arguably the second best in franchise history, behind only Matt Ryan, who I suspect will have his number 2 retired for a long time. This feels like a slap in the face. The organization's stance: no retired numbers. For clarity, the Falcons organization has a policy against retiring jersey numbers. They haven't retired anyone's number, which is a bit perplexing given the legends that have graced the field. While some numbers may be quietly retired, like the number 31 worn by a Falcons legend from decades ago, others have been recycled without much thought. The impact of number 11: a lack of respect. Jalen Walker, as a first-round draft pick, has the potential for a stellar career. However, the fact that 3 different players have worn number 11 since Julio's trade request and the somewhat tumultuous split from the team feels disrespectful to a player who has given so much to the franchise. The optics of this situation are troubling. It's as if the organization is sending a message that they're ready to move on without acknowledging the contributions of one of their greatest players. This could have repercussions, not just for the team's legacy, but also for the morale of current and future players. Conclusion: a call for respect. As the Falcons navigate this new chapter, it's crucial for them to recognize the impact of their decisions. The legacy of Julio Jones deserves respect, and the way the organization handles his number could set the tone for how future players are treated. Will the Falcons break this potential curse, or will they continue down a path that disrespects their history? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: the way they honor their legends will shape the future of the franchise. Introduction: a lack of appreciation? It's becoming increasingly clear that the Atlanta Falcons are not showing Julio Jones the love he deserves. This lack of respect feels unprofessional, especially when you compare the Falcons to other franchises that honor their legends appropriately. While not every team gets it right, the well-run organizations certainly do. They recognize the contributions of players like Julio, who holds numerous records for both the Falcons and the NFL. The legacy of Julio Jones. A record-breaking career. Let's take a moment to reflect on what Julio has accomplished. He's not just a former player, he's a record holder. In his 6 seasons with the Falcons, he recorded over 200 yards in a game 3 times, ranking 3rd in the NFL for receiving yards in the 2010s. He's the 6th player in history to achieve 300 receiving yards in a single game and is currently 16th all-time in receiving yards. Given these accolades, it's baffling that the Falcons have allowed 3 different players to wear his jersey number since his departure, especially when it hasn't even been 5 full years. This trend raises questions about the organization's commitment to honoring its history and its legends. Breaking the funk. A need for change. As the Falcons approach nearly a decade of mediocrity, it's crucial for them to break free from this funk. Disrespecting Julio Jones by allowing others to wear his number could lead to a curse that haunts the franchise for years to come. It's time for the Falcons to recognize that number 11 should be retired, not handed out like a badge of honor to newcomers. The rookie perspective. A shift in attitude. Interestingly, there's been a growing trend among rookies who seek permission from legendary players to wear their numbers. For instance, Abdul Carter recently asked Lawrence Taylor if he could wear his number, only to be met with a firm no. Taylor's reasoning: he believes that the number should remain with the player who made it famous. This sentiment resonates deeply. Why would a rookie want to wear a number that already carries such weight? It's akin to choosing to attend the same college as an older sibling versus forging your own path. The separation. A two-way street. I understand that the separation between Julio and the Falcons was driven by various factors, including Julio's own decisions. While the Falcons don't owe him anything in a contractual sense, they do owe him respect for the incredible decade he spent with the team. It's disheartening to see his legacy treated so casually, as if no one of significance has ever worn number 11. Conclusion: a call to action. If it were up to me, I would retire both number 11 and number 2. I know the Falcons have a policy against retiring numbers, but it's time for that to change. Honoring your legends is not just a matter of tradition, it's about respecting the history and culture of the franchise. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to recognize the fans who engage with us. I've gathered 6 commenters from our last video, and it's time for a little celebration. Shout out to James. Thank you for your support. 2 claps for you. 1, 2. Until next time, let's hope the Falcons find a way to honor their past while building a brighter future.